Hey, Tubies! It's Psychic Bob. Look where I am. I'm back home. That's right. Those of you who've been following my channel, you know I was down at my mom's all this week, and I had such a good time. Now it's a new week, and I'm back home. I got up early this morning. Oh, Psychic Bob's a little tired. And I traveled back home. So I'm back home. It's like 70 degrees here. It's been so cold this last week. And I'm all decked out. Look, I got on my Gucci shirt, my bright red shirt, and I'm in a spring mode. Got my pentacle on. Psychic Bob is traveling in style, and now I'm home, and it's good to be home. I love my mom, and I love being down at her home. But it's nothing like coming back to your own house. You know what I mean? Just that calm of your own home. So here we are. And by the way, I have been getting letters. Everybody calm down. Don't panic. Psychic Bob's okay. A lot of you have been writing worried. You said, Psychic Bob, we didn't see the horoscopes video. You didn't put out a video yesterday. Are you okay? Thank you. Listen, whenever you guys get worried about it, it really touches me. I want to say thank you because, you guys have been so good to me. And I want to just tell you, I'm sorry I didn't get out a video. Yesterday was my last, day at my mom's house, and she had stuff she wanted to do. So I ended up having family day yesterday. Got up, we had special breakfast. Then we went out shopping. I went with my sister-in-law and my mom. Went out shopping, went to tons of stores, went out to lunch, came home, had afternoon tea, took a power nap. Then it was time for round 2 to go out to dinner. And so then we all went out to dinner, and it ended up being a full day. By the time I got done, it was about 10 o'clock at night. And I was really tired after all that. So I didn't get out the horoscopes video. So next week we'll have horoscopes. Don't panic. Psychic Bob loves you. I'm not going to stop doing horoscopes. Just once in a while, sometimes, stuff happens. And I hope you understand. I know a lot of people don't know, but I actually have a pretty busy life outside of YouTube. I am a full-time professional psychic. I run my own business. And, I love to be here, but sometimes this life gets in the way. So I hope you guys know I didn't forget you. Next Monday, we'll have horoscopes, okay? But today is Tuesday, and you know what that means. Messages from the spirit world. That's right. So we're going to go through all the letters. But before we get into that, I'm getting a number of letters from people. People said, Psychic Bob, how do I get on messages from the spirit world? How do I contact you? How do I write to you? All very good questions. Well, there are a number of ways to reach me for messages from the spirit world. And before I get into that, let me just say, messages from the spirit world is absolutely free. I don't charge, so you can send me a question and we'll answer or throw it in. And I do get hundreds of letters, so I got to be honest with you. It may take me a while to get to you. But if you want to reach out to me to be on messages from the spirit world, which, as I said, is free, absolutely free, no charge, you can either put your question below this video in the comment box. Now, if you don't feel like doing that, you can also write to me at my personal email, and the link is in the info box below this video. readings@robert-hickman.com. Okay, we'll have the link below there in the info box. And, send me your questions. So I'd love to answer them. I can only answer one question per person because some people write and they'll give me a list of 20 questions. I can't do all of that. If you need more than what I can give you here, you might want to think about investing in a private session with me. I am a full-time professional psychic medium. I do this literally 40 hours a week every day, doing readings and meeting with people. And you can contact me through my website, which is robert-hickman.com. The link's below. You can read about my private readings. Or call me at my office, 571-483-2112. And that's another way to reach me. So email, phone, you can get a hold of me one way or another, okay? We'll get you on the schedule. But if you want to have a private reading, my private readings are full hour. It's you and me, one-on-one for an hour. We cover everything, past lives, past issues, past, present, future. We cover messages from your spirit guides. We talk about what's coming for you. We look at, messages from deceased loved ones, all of this. And I answer all your questions. We cover a lot of stuff. And those of you who've had private sessions with me can testify. I give a lot of energy to that hour, and we cover it all. Now, I do private readings in person at my office in Alexandria, Virginia. But if you're at a distance, can't come to town, I do telephone readings as well as Skype readings. And really, there's no difference. Those of you who've sat with me, a lot of you had readings in person and also via Skype or phone. No difference. You get the same reading. So definitely check me out at my website and we'll get you on, okay? Well, let's jump into the letters here, guys, because we got a lot of questions today. But before we do, actually, let's do one more thing. Let's just take a moment. Everybody just center themselves. Let's just close our eyes and attune to the spirit world. Okay. Fletcher's upset with me. He said, you made me come back early and get up early today. Fletcher. I think he can handle travel better than I can. All right. Our first letter today is from Billy Mayer. And Billy writes this, hi, Bob. In a reading you did for me in December, you said that I would be traveling to Mexico and Machu Picchu this year. My question is, should I be concerned and avoid traveling there? I fear that the gray aliens may try to kidnap me or use me as a weapon. Thank you for your time. I love you. Hi, Billy. Let me tell you, when I saw you traveling, I saw that as a very good trip for you. You may recall, I believe I mentioned to you that journey would open up a lot of new opportunities for you spiritually. I don't see you being abducted, okay? So, it's a valid concern. It does happen to people. But in your case, you're not actually going to be where there's predominantly gray activity. In fact, those areas you go to, they have more Pleiadian activity. And the Pleiadians are very high-minded, civil. I do believe you may see UFOs, but I don't see an abduction around you. So you're going to be safe. And, remember, when you travel, whenever you take a trip, you're journeying, you're also journeying within. So pay attention as you travel to your inner thoughts, your feelings, your perceptions. Because I suspect that as you go to these places, it's going to open up some past life memories for you, as well as help you understand your higher self and your soul journey over many lifetimes. So go ahead and travel. You'll be blessed. No danger, okay? Good questions, then. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. By the way, you got to send me a postcard when you go there. All right. Our next letter is from Cook Moore. Hello, Cook. Cook writes, says, Bob, I've been wondering what the little specks of light I've been seeing might be. They used to be silver a few years back, and now they seem to be gold and even red. What are they, and what do they mean to me? Thanks, Psychic Bob. Blessings, and happy belated birthday. Hi, Cook. Thank you so much, Cook Moore. I have to tell you, first of all, whenever you're having any phenomena of the eyes, it's always good just to go see your doctor, I would encourage you to check out your ophthalmologist. Sometimes people have light in the eyes when they have a tear in the retina or like in the optic nerve issue. I don't actually see that around you, thank God. I'm not picking that. But, just for your own peace of mind, go see a doctor. Have them check your eyes. I don't pick up anything, though. What I am picking up around you, though, is that energetically, particularly over the last few years, you've been doing a lot of spiritual growth. And what you're experiencing is sparks. A lot of times when we see sparks of light, that's actually the spirit people. Now, I can tell you, I used to do a lot of seances, like formal, dark room seances, and put people around a table. And many times in my seances, we would get the spirit lights. It'd be like little sparks flying across the room, okay? And that's spirit people. And I believe that what you're experiencing are little glimpses of spirit people, okay? They do appear as sparks. Eventually, those sparks form into orbs. So you might even start to see full orbs, like balls, like the size of baseballs or even larger, fly past you. Don't be scared. That just means they're growing in power. And when they change the color, that's actually a sign that you're drawing in more spirit people. A lot of times, this lights will be white, but I've actually seen them be all colors: green, yellow, blue, red. So the colors are more like the individual soul's vibration. And I also believe that many times we see, in a sense, literally through our own auras when we're tuning in the spirit world. And this also can affect our perception. You know, it's interesting. One time I did a reading for somebody, and they said, Bob, I keep seeing spirits, and they look like my, relatives. And they said, but their faces are blue and green. And they said, why they look funny? Well, it's funny. It was like when I sat down to read for this person, I kept seeing blue and green light around them. That was their auric colors. And so they were, in a sense, perceiving their reading or seeing through their aura, the spirits. So you can sometimes think of your aura also is like wearing rose-colored glasses or specific colored glasses. And this may also be what's happening around you. But I do pick up a lot of spirit presences, and I think that's part of the phenomena for you. But go see your doctor, and that way, what you'll find, and once you'll get a report your eyes are okay, then you'll really be able to be more comfortable with that. And you're going to know, okay, now that I know it's spirit people, I can relax and just communicate. And if you see them, one of the things with spirit people, give them feedback and say, I just saw you. Thank you for showing yourselves. Can you come back? Can you speak to me? Can you slow down your movement so that we can connect? And when you have that conversation, that helps them to manifest more easily to you. Okay? I hope that helps. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is from Whisper to Me. Hello, Whisper. They write, say, greetings, Psychic Bob. Can you tell me who is speaking to me throughout my day? I have a voice in my head, but it sounds like my voice. Thank you for all that you do. Blessings. Hi, Whisper to Me. Actually, I'm going to jump in here because I'm getting two different voices around you. One of them I'm getting is a male voice and one's a female voice. And now let me tell you what's interesting about this. You got two spirit people around you. One is a guy named Fred. He says, I'm Fred. He says, and it's funny, he's literally dancing like Fred Astaire. He's not Fred Astaire, but he thinks he's Fred Astaire. He's an artist-themed spirit around you. He's helping you with creativity. You also have a woman around you that I get. And I keep hearing the name Adele. It's an older lady. I believe she's British. Excuse me, Fletcher Cribbs says she's Australian. Sorry, sometimes the accents are a little hard for me to tell. Adele, she's Australian. So you've got an Australian woman named Adele and another guy, Fred. Fred's an American. They're both, interestingly, they're both dancers. They have artistic energy, and they're around you to open up your creativity. Now, you say to him, why, I keep hearing voices that sound like my voice. Well, when you first begin communicating with the spirit world, a lot of times it will sound like your voice. And the reason why that is that the spirits generate energy. They communicate through vibration. Our bodies, our brains are receptive to that vibration. And when it comes through us, it comes through our kind of our subconscious mind, which is our own inner mind. And so it sounds initially like it's our voice. Now, what will happen the more you communicate with the spirits, those voices will start to become very distinct. And eventually you're going to hear them as like voices. You'll say, this is not my voice. It's a distinctly different voice, different energy. But in the early stages, when you're not used to receiving, it will sound like your voice. So what you want to do is, tell Fred and tell Estelle. You say, thank you. Thanks for being here. I'd like you each to identify yourself to me. And then you may get one or two messages. You might just get one for right now. But don't worry about it. Eventually the voices will start to become clear, and you will distinctly know that it's not coming from you. And eventually they'll start giving you information that there's no way you could know. Like Fred might say, oh, be careful. There's a car broken down just around that curve ahead. When you're driving, you're like, I don't see any car. Suddenly come around a curve. Ooh, there's a car stopped right in the road. And thank God Fred warned you because it saved you an accident. So the spirit people give them permission to talk to you, give them permission to help you. And then they'll start giving you evidence that they know more and they're independent of you. Okay? Anyway, so that's who's around you. All right? Hope that helps. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is from Investigative Journalist. Hello, Investigative Journalist. You're a regular here. Investigative Journalist says, Dear Bob, what does it mean to see black, blue, white, and clear energy around me all the time? Well, you know, Investigative Journalist, this is very much like what we were saying earlier about sometimes you see your own auric energy. It's like because the aura a lot of times surrounds your body, like it's outside of you. If you're very sensitive, you actually see the colors. In your case, I believe that you're seeing the colors, you're perceiving them. Now, don't be afraid of a black aura. Some people think that black aura means death. Actually, it doesn't. Black is actually the color around aura. It means deep introspection. It means probing the depths of the soul, the mystery of the soul. And in your case, what this means is that you've been doing a lot of inner work. It's nice that you got blue and white around you because blue is the color generally of people that deal with communications. It's a communicator theme energy. And so it means as you're working on that inner self, you're learning to interact with the world around you, the inner world as well as the outer world. So blue is a good color. White is always the light of blessing from spirit. That means that spirit is shining a light upon you. Clear energy is the light that means that you're ready to start a new venture. It means you haven't quite formulated everything, but you're ready to start on a new path. And so I want you to be open to the next few months because it's like what Spirit's letting you see is that you're being given energy from the spirit world to really launch into some new beginnings here. I think that this will involve your communicator theme. And I think that you want to be open to work that's in communications, writing, journalism, kind of like your name, you know, and be open to that because you're definitely getting power to move forward, okay? So it's going to be a good few months coming for you. So don't worry. As I said, black is not evil. It means you've done a lot of deep work. Good for you. Keep meditating. Keep talking to the spirit world, okay? Hope that answers your question. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is for Neo. Hello, Neo. Neo says, Hi, Bob. Love your channel. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks. Neo says, you're truly a blessing. God bless you. Well, you are too. I'm glad you guys are here. Neo says, I'd like to know if there's anything the spirits would like to tell me. Thank you so much. Well, you know, Neo, that's a good question because you know, when I read, I step into people's energy. Right now, as I'm moving into your vibration, I'm getting a lot of purple light around you. Purple light tells me that you have some natural gifts of mediumship and that lately you've been incommunicado, as we say, with the spirit world. And I want you to be listening because I keep getting voices speaking to you. I'm getting two women that are talking to you. I believe one of these is a relative. I want to call it a great-grandmother on the father's side. Fletcher said father. I thought it was mother's. Fletcher says father's side. So you have a great-grandmother on your father's side who's talking to you from spirit right now. And I keep hearing a voice talking. She said, yes, she's opening to us. And she says to tell you not to worry. She said, money's going to get better. She said, money's getting better for you. She's talking to me about the month of June. So it looks like around June there may be an opportunity for some more money, possibly a new job here, but your great-grandmother's looking after you, and money's going to be better, okay? I also have another voice here. This is a woman. I don't think this is a relative. This is a spirit guide. It's an angelic being. I get a woman talking to me. I'm not getting your name. Let me see, Fletcher, can you help me with the name? Okay. She gives me the name of Anna Maria, and she's a spirit guide to you. But she's beautiful, old soul, very bright and shining, very angelic. But Anna Maria is around you, and I keep hearing her talk. I want to see if I can get her closer. Fletcher, bring her up. Sometimes they're like mumbling in the background here. And I'm hearing somebody talk, and I've got all these voices going around you. Yes, Anna Maria's asking me to tell you. She said, yes, she said, I'm one of her guides. And she says that she's coming in to help you. She said, get back on your path. Looks like you've been kind of waylaying things, like hesitating, kind of moving forward. Looks like there's some schooling issues coming and maybe some job issues here. But Anna Maria is helping you to get on the path here, okay? So she's with you, and you got a great-grandmother on your father's side. All right, so they're with you, and you don't have to worry because according to your grandmother, finances are improving, and I keep getting schooling right. So I want you to be open to some education. Seems like Anna Maria is pushing that as well. So some blessings, some changes coming for you, okay? But I want you to listen because that purple light really means that you're talking, you're really in connection with the other side, and that's going to be helping you to move forward, okay? All right. Thank you. Thanks for rating. All right. Well, here we are, guys. We come to the part of our show which is spirit shout-outs. Spirit shout-outs are, you know, as I told you, I get hundreds of letters. Sometimes when I'm sorting through the mail, somebody will just write a letter. They're not actually asking for a reading, but they'll be telling me something, and something will come through for them. So these are just people, random letters that people, spirit guides, popped out and talked to me, and I have to address them. My first spirit shout-out today is for Mark Wilhelm. And Mark, I have to tell you, I've got a lady back here talking to me. I believe this is a grandmother here. I keep hearing the name. It sounds like it's an M name, like Mildred. I believe that's the name. I hear she says Mildred's, but it's funny because she talks with kind of an accent, so it's a little hard for me to understand. She said Mildred. I believe it's Mildred. And she said that she's around you. She's helping you in spirit. She said that she still thinks of you as her little boy. She kept saying to me, she said, he's still my little one, my little boy, my little boy. Like, I guess she must have held you when you were a baby, or she still thinks of you. And you might be grown up now, but in her mind, you're still her little boy. And she said that she's very happy in spirit. And I believe she's over there visiting with another relative. I think it's a male. I think it's your father. Sounds like she said, I'm with his father. So I believe she's with your father in spirit as well, okay? So they're together. And Mildred said, yes. I says, I'm happy over here. I'm with all the family. So I'm not getting the male to come forward, but there's a man around her. I believe it's a father. But anyways, I have to bring that over. She says it, okay? Thanks for writing. All right. Our next spirit shout-out is from Joanne B. Hi, Joanne B. Good to see you, darling. Listen, I got a message this morning from you. It's funny, as I was traveling home, I heard Alfred. And he said, tell Joanne B. To please call on me. He said that you're going through a lot of changes now. And he said, you don't have to do it alone. He said, that's why we're here. So my spirit guide, Alfred, I don't know if you've seen my seances, I believe. But if you haven't, go watch this last week's seance. You'll see Alfred. He channels through me. But he said that he wants to help you. And it looks like there's a move coming also. I'm hearing a voice talking to me now. And he said, getting her ready for the move. So it looks like you may be doing a move. I keep seeing the month of June, July around this. So Alfred's with you. Talk to him. He's going to help you. All right. Now, my last shout out actually is for all of you watching. Everybody, if you said, I didn't get spirit shot, well, now here's your spirit shot. This morning, Rose spoke to me. You know, sometimes when I'm doing my prayer meditation, she comes through. And Rose asked me to deliver this message, which I did write down. And she says, Bob, will you please tell all of your YouTube community that I do appreciate them taking the time to visit with me each week. She said, it is my great joy to speak to so many people. And Rose wants all of you to know that she would invite you to come to hear her each Saturday. She says, I welcome them. I enjoy our time together. And she says, I am with all of you. And she says, thank you for your seance attendance. And please call upon me. I want to serve each of you. So Rose is going to be helping a number of you. And she asked me to tell all of you, thank you for being here with her. Thank you for receiving her. And thank you for calling on her. And please continue to call on her. So that's for everybody watching. If you're watching, well, I don't know Rose, then you need to go watch last week's Saturday seance and get to know her. And she's going to help you too, okay? Oh my gosh, guys, I don't know where the time goes. I just blink and the day flies by. Listen, I want to say thank you again for being here at Spirit Channel. Psychic Bob's home. I'm glad to be with you guys. Keep it here. We got more coming. Tomorrow is going to be Wednesday. What's that? Wiccan Wednesday. So we'll have some mystical stuff to talk about. And if you want to pick up some copies of my books, you can go over to my website at robert-hickman.com. In fact, I'll show you right here on the book. You can even see the website there. And go to the link below and pick up some books. We got Ouija Mysteries. That's about my work with the Ouija board. We got Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. We got Messages from Rose. And this is the Rose who gave a message to all of you. So there she is. Well, guys, listen, thanks for being here. I love you. Please help me out. Like this, favorite it, share it with your friends, post it around. Let's tell people about Spirit Channel and what we do here. And if you can, or if you haven't done so, I should say, go ahead and hit subscribe. Be part of our channel. It doesn't cost anything. And we'd love you to be here. You guys are the best. I love you. Well, I'm home. I got a lot to do. Even though I'm home, I still got more people to call to schedule readings. I got to unpack. I got to sort through all the mail. It's a busy day for Psychic Bob. But I wouldn't want a chance to take it. I can't talk today. Riding on trains rattles my head. I wouldn't want to miss the opportunity to at least come here and tell you guys I'm with you and to help you a little bit and say thank you for understanding about yesterday. And Psychic Bob's back and we're back in action. We'll see you tomorrow for Wiccan Wednesday. And until then, may you always blessed